You think power belongs to the one who wears the crown, but power lies in knowing what they fear. And around here, ain't nobody more afraid of change than a podcast with too much to lose.
Is it a gangster film? Sounds gangstery.
No.
Is the crown relevant? As in its monarchy?
No.
Okay.
Is it metaphorical crown?
Yeah, it's sort of power, isn't it?
Superhero film?
No.
Business related?
No.
I'm all out. I would have gone with gangster. I thought it was like American Gangster or something.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Is it real life?
Is it drug related?
No. I'm not going to give you the main one, the main sort of genre tag, but it does have sort of drama in there.
Okay. Who's in it? Can you tell us anybody that's in it, like actors?
The person who said that was Stephen, but that's his character name, if that helps.
And right. He only has one name.
Yep, Stephen.
Is he a main character?
No.
Okay, context. Helpful. Do you know when he says it? Do you know much about it?
I do. I've forgotten about it a little bit. It's 2012, if that helps.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
Is it biography?
No.
Okay. What are the other genres? Yeah, give us another one. We've had drama.
There's 3. Dark comedy, drama, and there's the main one, which I think would help you get it.
Is it vampire-y?
No.
So is it like real life or is it fantasy? Yeah.
What do you mean, is it real life?
As in, could it happen in real life?
Is it animation?
No, it's not animation.
As in,
could it happen in real life?
There's no mythical creatures, is what we're saying. Yeah.
No. There's no mythical creatures.
So is it drugs related?
No.
I've forgotten the quote.
Oh, I say
about a crown and power.
You think power belongs to the one who wears the crown, but power lies in knowing what they fear. And around here, ain't nobody more afraid of change than a podcast with too much to lose. Can
you give us what a podcast is? Or that massively give it to us?
Oh, that will hand it on a plate to you.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, dark comedy.
Oh, it's a dark comedy. So like, it's not like a Happy Gilmore. It's a sports comedy.
No. It's I don't know how you get dark comedy out of that.
No, I don't either. But
what's the last genre?
Yep, you have to tell us.
Western.
Million Ways to Die in the West.
No.
Is it a Tarantino film?
Might be.
Django.
Yes, it's Django Unchained. Okay. That was Stephen is played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes. Now you said that, yeah.
And the word podcast, I've replaced white man.
Oh, okay.
So if I'd have said that probably would have given it away as well.
God, I love Stephen. He's such a good character. He's such an arsehole. So good.
I'm so glad I got the explicits in early. Yeah. We have the explicit label and
say goodbye, Stephen. Just get shot. So good. Everyone knows that scene.
It's purely there so Dominic can say what he wants.
Yeah, you go for it. Any more quotes you want to say?
No,
okay.
Good film.
Right, welcome back, everybody. We are at podcast number 43 of Top 5 Films there, and we'll talk about the challenge ahead of us in due course. But first of all, we've got to get through Matthew's contact with the rest of the world. I will add, podcast stats have been quite interesting. Matthew, you won't know this because I get this. I haven't got the social media bits, but we have seen a slow increase since February of listeners over time. It's a slow curve, I'm going to say.
Trajectory. It's a good trajectory, is it?
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised that we're slowly but surely increasing our listenership. Nice. Interesting one though. One of the countries surprises me because I thought the only reason we had a listener in that country was because we knew someone who travelled there.
North Korea?
No.
No, right.
Who did you know travelling to
somewhere in the Americas?
I don't know anyone travelling to North Korea, but you never know.
So that makes no point of the sentence I just made.
No,
Matthew.
Just wondered if we
the Americas? Is that one of them?
No, it's in Asia.
Thailand?
No, close.
Vietnam?
Right, so I thought the only reason we had listeners in Vietnam was because our father went there travelling and listened. But we have a consistent listener in Vietnam.
Oh, hi Vinny. Are we going for the names again?
Is Vinny...
I don't know.
It's not unisex.
What about Viv?
Viv?
Male Viv?
Yeah, Viv Anderson.
What, the cricketer?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that was very tentative.
That's a throwback reference for everyone. Anyone who likes West Indian crickets from the late 90s.
Hold on, it's stuck with you. You wouldn't call yourself a massive cricket fan.
Vic,
I'm okay with.
Oh, yeah, we'll go with Vic.
Okay.
Do Vic.
Vic.
So if you are Vic from Vietnam, please get in touch. Remember, Bobby from Bangladesh, Yuri in Ukraine, Dan from Delaware still, Ozzy in Austria, Harry in Hungary, Desi or Danny from DC in District of Columbia, or Nick from the Netherlands.
Yep, nice.
Unless Matthew tells us otherwise in a minute. Haven't heard from you yet.
No.
If they're on a VPN, could it just be that they're in the UK but they have a VPN in Vietnam?
I have no idea.
I imagine it would.
If you can do that, can you VPN from really interesting places?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
North Korea? Can you VPN from North Korea? I don't think
No,
you can.
probably no.
Could you pick like Vanuatu or Comoros?
I assume they have to have a... Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't suggest anything.
I don't know
yeah.
if you actually choose.
It's not
you can,
dominant
you
then.
you can choose. You can choose, yeah.
Okay.
Like with Surfshark.
If anyone knows anything, can they get in touch at Top 5 Films?
You can choose where you go through, yeah. Where you're...
Okay, so let's talk about Matthew and his social media.
Please. Yes.
Challenges,
Over
tasks.
to you, Smith.
No. I'm going to go first. Hitting nearly another 10% increase in followerships.
Bam.
This has to be quantified with a number at some point.
Well, it doesn't because 10% every time.
It's a constant increase.
Yeah, but then when it's impressive, are you going to say?
Well, it's exponentially, if anything.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 post, 4 reels, 10 stories.
Right, only 1 post
in the last 2 weeks. Just 1 post. What do you think was the most viewed, Matthew? Because you make all these and construct them.
It probably was one of the reels. Was it?
Wait, I want specifics.
Was it in the last couple of days, last week or so?
2 weeks. I've gone every 2 weeks because we release every 2 weeks this part.
Was it my face? Was it one with my face about anger?
You're absolutely spot on. It was the what makes people angry.
Yeah.
Little side note here.
Nice.
We had a little chat about this last time. The Dom versus Gem. I don't know if anyone's heard me call myself there. That's an interesting one. I've always referred to myself as Jeremy, and I've just let slip that I might have a family nickname. But there you go.
You're called Gem on all of the all of the posts information.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Dominic, you were like, you've got such a good background in your social media post that you're going to blitz me. You are still in the lead.
Yeah, you are still in the lead.
Who did I get released first?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a consistent distance.
Time of day.
I think
it's just time of day it's released.
I think I have to tip my hat at you there, Dominic.
Oh, well, whatever I've done.
So Matthew, you've got to do one with you that's going to supersede that, right?
Well, it's Dom's turn next.
Okay, well, let's get back to your main challenges. Have we been contacted by a celeb or famous publication?
No.
Oh, come on.
So close. He sounded like there was a real issue
chance
there.
Then.
Okay, well, then the second question we always come to. Have we had any messages?
We have.
Oh,
had a few messages.
Go.
Just in response to the anger podcast, really.
Oh,
go on.
I don't know whether... I feel nervous about this one.
In anger, have they got in touch with us?
Good point.
Sort of. We had Murray had said that Rise of Skywalker angered him, and I'm assuming that one's a disappointment anger. It's a disappointment that's pushed over into anger.
Doesn't quite live up.
No, it didn't live up to what we thought, which I've not seen it, but I can understand that universe and people being disappointed. Yeah. Rowan said the end of Repo Men with Jude Law upset him, angered him. I haven't seen it. Have either of you seen that?
No, but I feel like someone's got to watch this now.
Yeah, I know.
I nominate Matthew because he likes watching things in the shower. There we go.
What does that have to
or a roast?
Or
the roast. You've got more time, it seems, than us.
No, a roast.
You do roasts when it's hot?
Well, I would, but my family wouldn't necessarily eat them. Yeah.
He'll have a cold roast.
His number of films is going to drop.
No, but then he's got enough time to cook it and let it cool.
That's actually right. 2 films.
2 films.
Dan Knott from Delaware actually contacted about a very specific film.
Yeah, go on.
So
what actually angered him was most of Dominic's research, but
seems to
there's
be
no film about that though.
No,
needs to be
true.
It'll be very short.
He actually said there's a book called, and I think the film is called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, which he said the book was awesome. It's about I think it's about a guy who uses the wind to make electricity and powers things. So he said the book was, I'm going to quote here, gently pleasant and full of hope. is what he said.
Wow. Okay.
However, the film did no justice because he said it added in civil war, political dissent being crushed, and abusive home life and other fictional elements were all added in order to make it exciting. And he said they watched it as a family and he walked out of the room in disgust as something which should be pure and pleasant was turned into something edgy and horrible.
I find most films that I watch after reading the book don't live up to your expectations because you've built it into something and it's never going to get you there, right?
Mostly.
Also, the level of detail you can have in
Yeah.
a book compared to a film.
But, well, just throwing back to 2 weeks ago, though, Gone Girl, have you read Gone Girl, Dom?
I haven't. No.
So it's as angering as the book is.
My wife made particular comment to Gone Girl that she thinks the book is and film are equally good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are books that do well. Some films that are made that do well. The only other bit of contact we had was from Rachel, who strongly agreed with my number one with Detroit. She actually said that she struggled to think of a film that actually angered her, that most films just disappointed her.
Mm-hmm.
But her first thought was Detroit, and that was the only film she could think of that actually angered her.
Well, thank you very much, everyone,
There
for
you go.
getting in
There we go.
contact.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll move swiftly on to our main challenge. How do we pick this number? I can't even remember again. I'll give up on these.
I don't
Now,
remember how we picked
we
it.
picked the number 83. There
We
we
did.
go. Top 5 films that has the
Sorry.
biggest unexpected death.
The
Which was
biggest-
unexpected.
Biggest?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I didn't have that. I didn't have that word in my description.
I think it's just putting gravitas onto it. Unexpected.
Most unexpected.
Most,
Right.
yeah. I'll accept it. Interchangeable synonyms
The
or anything
severity
like that.
being
Yeah.
high. Yeah.
I think we unexpectedly had that as well, didn't we? Because we were talking about it previously.
You talked about it specifically.
it was one
Yeah.
of
Someone-
the films that angered you.
One of the films that angered me, and then we didn't even know it was on the list. So it was unexpected in its own way.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what you chose.
No, I can't remember what it was either.
Well, that's
Neither
okay then.
we'd not seen it, so
So how did we find this one?
not easy.
No.
I think mostly because a lot of deaths are not necessarily unexpected. I think that was the issue, that a lot of times you watch a film and you can see it coming a little bit, especially if you've watched a number of films. I don't know.
Yeah. I think with this one, a few jumped at me initially, as in I didn't have to research like all 5. I knew some that I was going to choose. I think 2.
And did you keep them? Because sometimes I
Yes. I did
have
keep
some
them.
initial thoughts and then start going further into my thought pattern and end up being like, oh, but that's not as good as that. But you kept all of those.
Yeah. I think it was actually 3 out of my 5. I
Dominic,
kept,
have
actually.
you got more than 5 on your list?
No. What, as
You
in
haven't
I'm
even
just
got
gonna
any
pick and
honourable
choose?
mentions. You've just found 5 and then you've just ordered
I
them.
have got a few honourable mentions,
Oh, okay,
but yeah,
good.
I didn't go too
Okay.
far. Didn't go too much further than that, to be fair. But yeah, I did do research, but yeah,
I did do research.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Good.
well
Well
nice to know.
Some.
Well done.
I think
Go on, Jim. Yeah, sorry.
I found particular things. I agree with you. The unexpected nature is hard to justify all the
Yep.
time. If you've got any sort of prior knowledge of films in general,
Yeah.
nothing is completely unexpected. Well, we'll discuss
Well,
that
yeah,
today,
yeah.
but it's very rare that
Something
It can be-
catches you by surprise.
yes,
I think that's it.
I think this goes back to your thing though. If the film has been made from a book and you've read the book, obviously it's not going to be unexpected to you.
that I've discounted something.
Yes.
Yeah,
If I
'cause
read the
you
book
would have known
first.
of it. You would have known it's going to happen. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've discounted anything that I would have read a book or I knew.
'Cause
Let's
you
say
knew
you
it's gonna
watched
happen.
the second
Yes.
film first and then watched the first film
Yeah.
afterwards or something.
Oh, I hadn't
like
thought of that.
Yeah.
But no, yes, I agree.
I wondered. I put a little note on my thing. I wondered because we're all very aware that I am not massive on horror movies.
Mm.
Whether horror movies, your love of it and seeing more of them, would provide more unexpected deaths than perhaps I would be aware of.
I think they're I
You
don't want
expect-
to. You expect them.
You sort of expect.
Oh,
those
see,
in horror
I
films.
feel
The
that
music and the framing and
Mhm.
everything about
I
it.
feel
You can
all
see.
correspondence we're going to get about this is about that word.
What?
How could you not expect that to happen?
I agree,
Or-
but in a horror, it's meant to happen.
Mm.
I think it's probably part of the issue.
but
there,
it can
'cause-
happen unexpectedly.
Yeah, there can be.
Yes,
There
it
can be.
can.
Yeah,
I
can.
think this is the problem with this whole phrase that
That is true.
has troubled me.
Unexpected.
It's the unexpected bit.
you don't. To be fair, you don't expect anything, but
And so we're also, I assume, going off of the first time you watched it.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Because otherwise it's not unexpected.
No,
right?
very true.
I know, but that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah.
and everyone's like, if you've watched the film multiple times, it's not unexpected anymore, right? But there
Very
we go.
true. Yeah.
All right. Let's crack in. Let's get going. Let's move on.
I reckon Jeremy should start this week.
Do you?
Please
I'm feeling it.
I
You're
will
feeling
say that I have changed my order a couple of times because I really don't know the order of them.
Oh yeah, how did you have a choice of order?
Uh,
Least expected to most expected?
no, I'm struggling to justify it still now as I read them.
I think I ended up ranking mine by how good I thought the film was.
I've done based on best kind of
Best
Unexpected.
unexpected. The most unexpected.
well, no, as in how it happened.
Definitely, if I can't
Okay.
remember as much of the film, I've gone
Yeah, it goes lower down.
lower
doesn't it?
down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's how. Yeah, true. Okay,
True.
fine.
Yes.
I don't really know. I think I've just.
And I
put
think
it
I've
in,
also put impact at the top.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that adds to
Yeah.
the
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
surprise.
Right.
So James going for it.
My number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We are 2017.
Okay.
It is 15.
Oh,
1 hour 55 minutes.
Okay.
Uh,
keep going.
8.1 out of 10.
Ooh. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad. Pretty-
Not bad. Not bad.
Crime drama.
That you've seen.
You've seen, yeah, and a 15.
Hold on.
You'd have
Well,
seen, yeah, it was a 15. If it's not.
I love this. You've said, you're basically saying
we've
I don't
pigeonholed
ever
you.
watch
No, we've pigeonholed you.
15s that are crime dramas.
No, that's Dom. You got the wrong list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we're
Pass
reading
it
from the
over.
wrong place. Yeah.
He hasn't got action in them.
Dom's
I think that's
first
not
one is
action.
rom-com from 1992.
Okay, but a little
PG.
bit more.
Go on. Yeah, a bit more.
Oh, what do you want?
Cat. Okay, how does that? Oh, if we do delve straight into the death, would
Okay,
that give us
right.
too much or not?
Before we get any further, actually, can we just say
Cause.
there may well be spoilers on this?
Yes, I was going to
There's
say
going to
that.
have to be spoilers.
We talked about this before.
We have, but we're talking
Spoiler
about
alert.
we're talking about unexpected death. So we're already going to have to spoil something, and I'm hoping that what I've chosen will not spoil a film for people because they should have probably already seen it.
That's true. You should have seen all of
But
mine.
I'm just giving that warning now. If you're not up for this with spoilers,
Maybe you should. Yeah.
I think under my own rulings, I've got. Oh no, I've got a few recent ones. To be fair.
yeah, me too.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm
we'll
going
just have
for
a
it.
spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm spoiler
So
alerting
maybe
now.
we should reveal the film before we reveal how that's an unexpected death, so people can then fast forward.
No,
Okay, fine.
I think we just go with our usual.
Can you say
format.
how that?
Yeah.
How they die or whatever, and then
Right.
don't.
Do you want me to
Divulge
tell
too
you
much.
why I think it's an unexpected death?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What category of
The
unexpected?
way in which this person dies is not the way you expect them to die.
Right.
Okay.
So, for example, either you'd expect them to die by being stabbed, or then you find out they actually die of old age at the end. That kind of thing. But probably the other way around.
Let's flip it. We are
Okay.
aware that this person is
going to die.
diagnosed with something,
Okay.
Oh,
but then doesn't end up going that way.
this is a crime.
Okay.
Crime drama.
Yeah.
So they die early. In that sense,
Yes.
before they're
They don't die of the way I expected them to.
Hmm.
Okay.
Do you have, so 2012 you said?
I know. I said
No.
2017.
2017, you did say 2017.
Okay. Need a bit more.
Did you see this film at the cinema?
No,
Have you seen it recently?
not too recently.
Right.
No, I can remember. I think it was on Disney Plus.
What kind of crime?
I would say it's more it's to do with the whole criminal system.
Okay. Have you got any character names?
I have.
Will that help us?
Probably not.
Okay, go on.
Okay. The main character you would say would be Mildred Hayes.
Right.
We've got Sheriff Bill Willoughby, Officer Jason Dixon.
It's crime, of course.
Yeah.
And someone dies.
What if I told you it was nominated for 7 Oscars and won 2 of them?
7 Oscars
Yep.
in 2017?
Yep.
Oh, my brain's not.
Involving Best Actress.
And who is the best actress?
2017 was Moonlight. So is this La
Moonlight,
La Land?
Nope.
That's
That
the right
crime
year.
drama.
Well, yeah, well, that's why I was confused. not Moonlight. Oh, it must be that year.
I'm looking at Matthew here because I haven't got a list of Oscars ever.
No.
Mm.
I want a bit more. Kick it.
Yeah.
So what?
So the person that dies is Woody Harrelson.
I know the film. I know it.
Go on then.
Is it No Country for Old Men?
No.
Is it drug related? It's not Matthew.
No.
No. Oh my gosh. Mildred.
No Country for Old Men's much earlier than that.
I feel
That's
like
what
I
I
should just tell you, but
Yeah, you might need to give us some more.
Or just give us something obvious.
Yeah.
give you something obvious.
So the person that dies is Rudy Harrelson.
How do they die?
Yeah, how's he die?
Okay, so we
Spoiler.
find out. Spoiler. We find out that he has cancer,
Right.
but the scene is particularly unexpected. Basically, we see him go home and spend time with his family and have an amazing day. And basically, he's come to the end of his tether. Takes himself outside to be tranquil, I think with a beer in my memory, and he shoots himself. So it's suicide.
I don't know this.
I don't know this film.
What's the film, Jeremy? Tell
It
us.
is 3 billboards outside Ebbing.
Oh, I do know the film.
I've
I do
never
know
seen
this.
it.
I have seen this, and I did know that, and I'd forgotten that happens.
Yeah. Because you think that he's just like, so he is the police officer that she is basically rebelling against the system. She don't think he's doing. She don't think he's doing his job
That's
properly.
right,
That they're
because-
not investigating it properly because her
Is it-
daughter has died.
That's right.
And so there's a lot of back and forth. Basically, she demands more. So the whole point of 3 billboards outside Ebbing is that she buys 3 billboards, which basically is criticising the police.
Police. Why have you not done this yet?
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a great film as well.
Yeah, and basically we get to the point where we know that he has cancer, and it's just getting too much for him, and he's just like he's come to the end of his tether, I would say.
I'd forgotten that.
But in my brain, I'd already come to the yes, he is dying.
But you thought it would
But I
just
thought
be...
he would.
You thought he'd just
I
give
thought
up
it would
and
just
go
get,
off.
or we'd
Or
come to a
retire.
conclusion, and then we'd hear he
Sunset,
died afterwards,
and then you get the words afterwards about what happened.
yeah. Well, it's not a true. Well, it
Doesn't mean it's...
It's not a
You
true
still
story, but it
conclude it,
is
yeah.
weirdly based on something that the director, I think it was, saw traveling across America. That
Okay.
somebody was basically calling out the police.
Blimey.
There you
Okay.
go. But yeah, that's why it's 8.1 out of 10. It
is.
is a.
Oscar winner.
It
It's
wasn't
good.
what I thought it was going to be for a film. I didn't know what I expected.
No, I
But
didn't
it was
either.
very
No.
thought provoking in the whole thing. And Sam Rockwell's very good in it
He
as
is
well.
very good. Francis
I do
McDormand.
And Francis McDormand,
Yeah.
who got the
Oscar.
Makes more sense.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell also got an Oscar for supporting actor.
Right.
I
He's
didn't
pretty
know.
good in that.
Didn't know that.
You should watch it. You'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy that.
Not
Yeah.
much enjoy that.
Right, who's next?
Me. I'll go.
Okay.
My number 5, 2009, 1 hour 49, 7.4 out of 10. Action, crime, drama, thriller. And it's an 18. This one.
Right. I had a 2009. I was getting tetchy at one point.
Why I think it's an unexpected death.
Yep, go on then.
Hold on, so it's not an unexpected death because you said it's why you think it's unexpected.
Yep, fine.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it?
Okay.
Yours was the same. Keep
I
going.
think many people will think the same, but so I can't say it any other way other than the fact that it happens very abruptly and completely out of the blue, mid-conversation.
Mid-conversation.
No one's expecting it. The whole point, obviously, that no one's expecting it in the scene, but you don't know what's going to happen.
Did you know it was going to come from hearing about it in, and say, I don't
No.
know, in interviews, in a trailer?
No, I think I saw it quite soon when it came
hold
out.
on, but it's a crime film.
No, but it's more the fact that it's unexpected because I wasn't expecting her to die. And also-
Good
I was
clue.
expecting her to die and I wasn't expecting her to die like that or so quickly.
So he's shooting.
No, it's a
Stabbing.
it's an explosion.
A loud bang.
No, it's like
Teeth.
it's so I can give you the exact scene.
Can you tell me
Someone-
some actors?
Yeah, of course, actors or characters.
Who are we allowed to know who plays her?
She's no one special.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
well,
that's
no,
very
well,
We've
opinionated,
lost one of our
yeah.
listeners, if she's one of the listeners from... Who is she?
Who's
Kelly-
not listening anymore?
Her,
Yeah.
So it's Regina Hall.
What do you mean Regina Hall?
I know who Regina Hall
Yeah,
is.
she's won an Oscar, isn't she? Was she nominated recently?
Recently, yeah.
For
No, has she won the TV equivalent?
Was she in Daddy Daycare? Is that Regina Hall?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dom's face at the moment is like, right,
I'm now thinking,
Miss
am I thinking of the right
Congeniality
person?
2.
let him keep going.
That's not her then. That's
Right,
not her.
okay.
I thought it
But
was
that
someone
might be
else.
us getting this wrong.
Yeah, I think that's us getting it wrong.
I don't think it is. No, who said that. But anyway, it could be. Anyway, she
going.
might be playing. She might be playing it.
Is it Arsenio Hall's daughter?
So anyway, it's yeah. So
No, Monty.
I can
Right,
tell
go
you
on.
the I'll tell you the actors. Shall
Yeah.
I?
Dominic's questioning his own research
I
now.
know I am. No, I'm now thinking that's not her. That's not the main. But anyway, it's the judge. It's the judge that it happens to. Anyway,
Right. A judge explode. Is it a Batman?
no, it's not. It's so. Anyway, it's Gerard Butler.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, is it one of the Downs?
No,
Fallens.
no.
No, that's the one I meant. Not they're the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then there's
Jamie
Leslie Bibb,
Foxx.
Yeah, I know this.
Cole Meany, Bruce McGill, and Regina Hall are the main actors I've got on there.
And she's a judge.
I don't think she is. No, you said that. It happens to the judge. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to retract what I've just said. I'd say it happens to the judge. I don't know who plays that person.
Right, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
So they're having a conversation.
We're back on level pegging now. We know what's going on because Dom's done his research to the level we expected.
So it's obviously the crime is a big part of it.
Yep.
The film, the opening scene happens where
Is it a mob that kills her then?
No, there's a break-in, and family members die to the main person who's Gerard Butler, and then he doesn't get justice for what happens to his family.
Oh, okay. So Gerard Butler's
Doesn't get
family
justice
dies.
To what happened to his family,
And so he takes it into his own hands.
He does because the
Vigilante style.
It's classic Butler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the criminals got away with it because he just pleaded guilty for something else essentially.
Plea bargain. Right.
No. Oh
That
yeah,
sort
sorry.
of thing.
I thought you said that was a film.
I thought that's what you were saying the film name
plea
was.
bargain. He took a plea bargain.
And Jamie Foxx is the lawyer, essentially.
Oh, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I can't remember what this is.
And you're right, Regina Hall is his wife, so apologies, it's not her.
Right, okay.
Yes, I've got it now.
Oh, at least we've got Regina Hall right. Who we think Regina Hall is.
Yes.
A completely different points of reference. by the
Anyway,
way.
but yes. So, I'm
you have to tell me
trying
what.
to think what you
I
want.
can't get the name.
No, he's going to have to tell us. It's too early on.
It's action. 2000's action is
2009.
definitely you.
There's one scene where he injects him with some kind of pain relief so he can feel everything, but he can't physically move. And he starts tearing limbs from him.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Oh, just tell us because I don't.
Law-abiding
think I've seen it.
citizen.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
I haven't
So-
seen it.
I haven't seen it.
There's a conversation between the judge after they just had the hearing, essentially Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx and his partner, and Gerard Butler's character is in solitary confinement, so you think nothing's going to happen. Essentially, it's all done, dusted, and she gets a package, opens it up, and I think it's a mobile phone. It calls, she picks it up, and the mobile phone explodes, and so is her head, essentially.
Right.
And you're just not expecting
on.
the fact that she's
A
obviously-
judge gets an unexpected package in
Mhm.
that what is a hugely, by the sound of it, important case, and goes,
Yeah.
"Tell you what,
So I'm just
I'm
going
going
to
to
take
answer
that.
this phone."
Don't know where this package is from, but we're going to take it. We're not going to check on it.
Only because there's parts of the scene before it where you think it's her car that's going to explode. But in the end, it
I
doesn't.
feel like I've seen this. So they were framing it as though the car was going
I
to go.
believe so, yeah, from memory.
Right.
Okay.
But I remember it was just, I thought one of the other guys was going to die rather than
Got
her
ya.
because she wasn't anything major in that sense.
Right,
But,
okay.
yeah, but then she just died.
Loses her head.
Loses her head.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
My number 5. I'm going to move on to my number 5.
Do
Yeah,
it.
please do. Quickly.
The year is 2000.
No, it's not.
It is
Oh,
Setting the
sorry.
scene.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
go on.
Okay.
a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
6.7 out of 10. 1 hour, 38 minutes. Horror thriller.
Okay.
Okay. So now you know we are.
2006.
Mm-hmm. No, 2000.
Oh, where did I get 6 from? 2000.
6.7
Horror
out of 10.
thriller.
Horror thriller.
Okay.
I will not know this, will I?
You might do.
Oh,
What would you like? Should I tell you about the...
I want to know about the
death.
unexpected.
Yeah.
So the
death.
unexpected death occurs probably about a third of the way into the film, so it's not too much of a spoiler. You expect death throughout this film. You absolutely expect it.
Okay.
But the unexpected nature of this death is it just very suddenly happens, and you don't expect it to just suddenly happen. You feel it might be a bit drawn out or contrived. So there is one little sort of Easter egg towards the fact that this death is going to happen that you probably only spot in the second watch. And there's a reflection. There's two people having dinner at a cafe, and there's a reflection behind them in a window of a bus going past. And then the camera sort of pans around, something happens, argument between two people, and the girl steps out into the road and boff, gets absolutely demolished by this bus, and you don't see it coming at all. She's almost halfway through shouting at someone. I think she's saying, "Why don't you just drop dead?" Is one of those. But I feel it was one of the...
It's like Mean Girls.
Yes,
right.
But I think Mean Girls almost parodied off this. I don't know if this was
maybe.
the first time it would have happened, but it's not hinted towards, but it has that perfect shot where you don't see the road on either side. You just see her sort of from her head to about her knees, and she says, "Why don't you drop dead?" And then she gets smashed.
Wiped out.
Yeah. Would you like to know her name?
I'm not sure that's going to help.
Her name was Terry.
Oh, poor Terry.
Yes. What else would you like to know then?
Lots.
Will I have heard of this film?
Yes.
Is it a Final Destination?
It is, in fact, Final Destination. It is the
I
first
feel the
Final
first
Destination
one.
film. Yeah.
I've definitely seen that, but I don't
reckon you
remember
have.
that bit.
So yeah.
I know. I think I know who you're talking about now. Which character?
And this is not the one with the sign where
What do you mean?
the sign drops.
That's the very end of the first film.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Yeah. But, I mean, the reason I think it's unexpected is because you know the nature of the film. You would have gone into this knowing what the film is about, basically.
Yeah.
And most of them are. You're sort of leading up to it.
I'd forgotten Sean William Scott was in this film.
Oh God, I don't.
So he's in
that
this film, and there's a bit with a train coming that's about to. Somebody's stuck in a car that's on a train crossing. The train's coming, and then they last minute take him out of the train, and then something else happens, and Sean William Scott dies.
I like this, by the way, because this came up in my thought, and then the word unexpected hit me, but I couldn't remember
Like a
that
bus.
one. No, but yeah, okay, funny.
You say train rather than plane.
No, so the train happens in a scene later, but
Okay,
this is
fine.
the beginning of this.
No,
They're getting
but
on a plane, and he
Part
panics
of
about
what
it.
I struggled with Final Destination is none of that's unexpected because, and I'm not disagreeing with you, Matthew, but the whole point is that they cheated death and death is coming for them.
Yes.
So they
And
should
that's
all
what
die
Matthew's
by the
saying,
end.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like what you're saying is, but this wasn't, I can see it coming sort of
Yeah.
death, whereas all the rest of them lead you into
it.
Yeah, there's a real sort of Gold Rupberg machine type death where she puts a coffee on a computer and it drips, and this happens, and
Yeah,
that happens,
yeah.
and this happens, and this happens, and that leads to
That's how they all
leads
happen,
to a death.
really, isn't it?
A lot
Kind
of them happen like that,
link, yeah.
but this one was just an absolute sudden click of the fingers,
And
she's
there's
gone.
another one gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So that is my number 5.
Right,
Gem onto your 4.
my number 4. 2009, 15.
Well,
2
no,
15s, thank you very much.
No,
I will say that I haven't got anything below a 12A today.
Or deaths.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the thing, deaths,
true,
you know,
true.
mild threat already.
1 hour 28,
Short.
Quite short.
7.6 out of 10.
It's very respectable.
15.
15.
Sounds like an animated film. Basically, but that's short.
No, it could. Horrors are that short as well. Don't forget.
Go
Or
on, what
thrillers.
Horror,
Yeah,
action, comedy.
you've seen it. Oh, a
Horror
horror
action comedy. Go on.
Is it?
What
is
year?
it?
2009. I've got scary movies and stuff like that, man. But
Nope.
I've got for the comedy, but I've got one of the Cornetto trilogy.
Nope.
Similar.
ooh, okay,
No,
that
no,
was
but
a
I
good
hadn't
one.
thought about that
was a
one,
good
but
one. Yeah.
Mm.
No one's got that then.
No.
So
Not
what?
unexpected.
Yeah, true. Go on then. What?
Yeah.
What is the unexpected element?
Right. The unexpected element is this person has not long been introduced to us,
All right.
and then the scenario around it is comedic.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know that this person was going to be in the film the first time I watched it, and then they're out of it as quickly as they're in it, if that
Are they
makes
at
sense.
the beginning or end or middle?
I would
did-
say second half.
So they're introduced second half and then they disappear pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
So given this isn't,
Oh,
isn't
I
a
know.
spot,
I think I
go on
know.
then.
I think I know because I yeah.
You looked at it.
I
Weirdly,
thought of this early
if you
doors.
know it, you might see a link between my first two films.
Can't remember what the first one was.
Yeah, what was your
Oh,
first film?
the Billboard one.
Oh yes, there is a link then.
Yeah.
Is it Woody Harrison?
No.
Yep.
Oh, he's in. That's the link. Sorry, I thought the link was the word billboard.
Billboard.
Yeah.
Billboard.
Oh, unless I'm getting it wrong.
Oh, now I'm confused. You've confused me about my own
So,
film.
are the people's names in it Wichita?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Why has that got to do with Billboard?
Well, because I'll tell you what it is then.
Is it
Yeah,
Zombieland?
go on.
It's Zombieland.
Zombieland.
And I'm pretty sure it's Bill Murray.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't it. They both star Woody Harrelson is
They
where
do.
I was going.
Is it Bill Murray?
Yeah, so the Bill
Do
Murray
you know
death.
what? Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
you-
first of all, you're like, oh my God,
You're like,
Bill
oh,
Murray's playing himself
he
in
is?
this. And then they literally play a prank and it's like the worst backfire prank ever.
Could you think he's going to die by zombies
Well, yes.
at some point? Because
Yeah. Or you just
absolutely.
think, actually, maybe he's going to see this through. Like he's going to come another member
or
or
it's just a
something like
random cameo.
and
He'll
then
be
yeah,
go
yeah,
for a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
and then
leave
disappear
him
off.
to it. Yeah, exactly.
But for those of you who don't know, he is zombied himself up to try and blend in, and we understand that's what he does now.
While still being in
And
LA.
playing golf.
Yes.
He plays golf as a zombie and all these sort of things.
Love it.
And they think it's funny because Jesse Eisenberg's character isn't in the room, doesn't understand that they've just broken into his house. And they say, wouldn't it be funny if you stay as a zombie and go and scare him, like pretend? And he basically turns around and shoots him.
Yeah. And then at least he has a dying scene though. It's not
he
instant
does,
death
and,
either.
does, which
and,
is
and it's comedic
Yeah.
as well because they say something like, "Do you have any regrets?" And what does he say?
Oh, I
Oh,
can't remember.
What does he say?
What film was it?
Garfield, maybe.
There you go, yeah. Too
That's good.
true.
I'd forgotten that.
Too
That's
true.
good.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good choice, Jeremy.
That
yeah.
is a good choice.
Bit lighter,
It is. It is a
Bit
bit lighter,
lighter.
that one.
which
Yeah.
kind of fits my profile quite a lot. Right,
Nice.
Dominic, you're number 4.
Cool. I'll go through my details. So, 2018,
Oh, I've got one of those.
2 hours 29.
Hang on. Got to find it. No, it's not 2 hours 29.
No, 8.4 out of 10.
Oh, popular.
Yeah. Action adventure, sci-fi, 12A.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
The unexpected.
8.4.
Yeah. So in this, you know, once again, it's similar to yours. You know people are going to die,
Right.
Yeah.
but you don't know who. So that's the unexpected element. You know that some people are going to die, but you
Mhm.
don't know who.
Have we
Essentially.
mentioned this film recently?
God knows. I don't think so.
Dominic's like, I don't listen to myself.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Right. So when you say people are going to die, is that because we're in war, or is it because
I think it's
from
the
word
sci-fi
go,
element, right?
Well, I've missed one out on purpose because it'll just give it away.
Is it like a Saw film?
No.
Okay, because you'd know that people are going to die. In that.
Are we in
Millions-
space?
Millions upon millions of people are going to die. Billions even.
Oh, is it a Marvel?
It is a Marvel, yes.
Oh,
But it's a 2018 one. Is it? Hang on, I can't remember when they came out now. Is it
I
Endgame?
want to say Endgame.
No.
So it must. Is it Infinity War?
It's
then?
Infinity War because that's obviously where he actually clicks his fingers.
Oh right, and
So
this
right
is
at the end, because you know people are going to, when he does it, my
Mhm.
point being, you know exactly what's
Yeah.
happening, that half the population of the world are going. But
don't know
out
which
of
half.
which half? So when certain people just suddenly
Oh.
disintegrate,
okay, that
I'm
is.
sitting there going, who
We
is
didn't
it?
know who was.
And
Gonna
then all of a
disappear.
sudden, they just turn to dust, and that just
I
shook
think that
me
was the
up.
more unexpected bit. Is I didn't know how they were going to disappear
I
or
was-
die.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I kind of thought it's mass genocide. I thought they were just going to like drop.
to be honest with you, I wasn't 100% convinced he was going to do it. I thought.
Yeah, well,
I thought at that point
The storyline's going to
As in he's
ask
gonna
him
change
to
his mind.
something else, or they was
Okay.
going to chase him somewhere else. And then when half of them did
yeah,
just
just went,
crumble,
and it was horrible because it was
Then
like,
you were
It's
like-
the Peter Parker one, isn't
yeah.
it?
Well, it's also just
I don't
randomly went-
feel right.
yeah.
Sorry, I
And
don't know
yeah.
why I'm
who,
laughing.
No,
who
no,
else
with
went
Iron
then?
Man.
Did Doctor Strange go as well?
Yeah.
No, because he was in this. He's in the Endgame when he talks to. Yeah, because he helps. Doesn't he help with the time
I can't remember.
frame
Doesn't
in the
he go
second
just
one?
before him?
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't. Do you know
I
what?
can't.
It's
Do you know
worth
what? I can't
watching.
remember. I can't remember. I remember.
Black
I
Panther
remember
went. I think he disappeared.
Yeah.
He falls and goes.
Whoever
Yeah.
Thor was with, Thor didn't go, but whoever
No, the
Thor
main
was
five
with,
didn't go, did they? The money
yeah,
spinners
Captain
didn't
America didn't go.
go. Iron Man didn't go. We were all right.
Yeah, but I just remember. I can't remember who.
Yeah.
But I just remember being
Remember
a bit
them.
like, oh, which one? Which
Well,
one
there's
is it?
so many of them at that point.
Which one is
Actually,
it?
we were
Yeah.
like, no, they can't go as well.
But it's obviously half the
Mm.
population just And you're right. I was part of me thinking he can't get rid of everyone.
Because
He
it
just
was-
did it without thought.
But it was almost right at the very end as well. There wasn't like
It
much
was
of
pretty much at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There wasn't much afterwards.
Kind of led you,
No.
and then everyone was like, "What?"
They
Then you
actually-
waited for
they
Endgame.
actually
It was-
finished it
It
like
was a
that.
very good cliffhanger. Yeah,
It was.
Very
good.
Yes.
That's
but
a
that
good-
is my
that's a
number
good
4.
call.
All right. So it's not just one unexpected death.
Many,
Many. Yes.
but they weren't unexpected. But they were unexpected.
They weren't unexpected, but
Yeah.
the actual
Wow.
point of who was unexpected.
Okay, the point. Although you sat through 2 and a bit hours at that point.
But you didn't know which one was going to die. Which one
That's
of the
true.
superheroes was going to die. That's the
Oh,
unexpected element.
okay,
Do you see
I
what
get
mean?
you.
As in-
So you didn't
yeah.
know which.
So if
which
they all lined
half
up,
of
we
them-
didn't know which
Yeah,
half
yeah.
of the population
Okay,
was
I
going.
like that.
That was
Yeah,
the
I
unexpected
like that.
part.
Okay.
There we go.
Right, my number 4.
Your number 4, Math.
1984.
No, I don't have it. I'm not even going to look.
Is it in the top 10 films
Of what?
of that year?
Uh,
Must be, right?
I'm not sure it is.
Why, do you know what it is?
I could have a guess.
There's quite a few, but I don't think it is.
As in,
think-
you've got it, or
No,
No,
not on
no,
this
no,
list.
no. It's not on my list.
It's
Go on,
1984.
Alex.
It's 1984.
keep going with
It's
the
the same
bits and
age
bobs.
as
Keep going
Jeremy.
with the. We just done the year. Come on.
PG.
Has anyone got any other 1984s?
No.
Have you?
No.
No, right.
Right, then it means I can start guessing.
Well, can I give you a bit more first?
Yeah, please.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
look. No, this is part of the game. Matthew
Fine,
don't
go for it,
like
go
it.
for it then.
You get 5.
Can you just tell us the
5 off the bat. That's what you
for
get.
everyone listening? Can you give us just the year and the IMDb bits and stuff?
Yeah.
What, me?
No, me.
Matthew.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
just to be
that's
clear.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
1984. PG.
Yep.
1 hour 42 minutes. 7.3 IMDb.
Genres.
No, because Jeremy can have his 5 guesses.
5.
Yeah, I reckon 5.
I
and then I'll
don't
give you
want
more.
5. I've got one in particular in my
Please
head.
go.
I'm pretty sure.
Tell us the death.
No, tell us the film.
And Indiana Jones?
No.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's got an unexpected death.
Probably. I'm going to give you more. Would you like
Yes,
anything
please.
else?
Yeah, I'm on
genres.
it though. I'm on
How
it.
about the
though.
genres?
Shall I tell you about the death?
Yes,
Why are
please.
you avoiding my question?
What's your question?
Why don't you tell us the genres?
Oh, the genre, because I don't listen to you. The genres is adventure, drama, family, fantasy.
Okay. Not animated.
No.
Okay. Keep going.
The unexpected death is of an animal, not of a person. And the reason it's unexpected is because I didn't really expect them to kill off an animal in the film.
Is it a key character or is it just a pet?
It is sort of a pet. It's a horse. I'll tell you, it's a horse.
Oh, hold on.
It's a horse who is not really a character in that it's not speaking, but it is definitely...
Plays a part.
Are we in a never-ending story?
Oh, in the mud.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Quicksand, I think.
This is
but-
it's mud.
Is it mud?
It's
I'd always thought it was quicksand
Well,
in my
it's
head.
it's a swamp. It's
like
like
a-
a swamp of sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to go,
The horse just loses the
don't go to
will.
a place called
Is it
that.
a horse or is it a
It's
unicorn?
the
I can't
horse. No,
remember
it's a
what
horse
It
called
says,
Artax.
don't give up.
Called Artax.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And the horse just sinks slowly. The more despair you're in, the quicker you sink.
So it is
into
like
the-
quicksand in that sense.
Yeah.
The more you
sort of.
move, the more you sink.
Yeah, but it's to do with your emotions.
It is. It's
Yeah.
mud. It is definitely mud.
It is mud, yeah, 'cause it's
And
black, isn't it?
Just remember not thinking that they'd kill off the horse. You'd think he'd just leave him somewhere for a bit, perhaps. But
Leave him somewhere.
Sometimes that's more upsetting
yeah,
to me. That sounds
what,
really
leaving
harsh
the
again.
horse? No, I
just
just
like
thought
having
it might
like
be
killing an
separated.
animal in a film. Sometimes I feel more for the
No, I know what
animal
you mean.
than the person. Like in a horror.
Oh, because you've seen so many people die in
No.
films.
In a
that
horror,
seeing
like
an
just in
animal-
general films, I'm always like, oh no, don't do that. He's
But-
done nothing wrong.
Often when somebody in a film dies who's a person, they've made them slightly
For that
unlikable
yeah.
in order to that killing them off isn't quite so bad. But this horse had done nothing. Artax had done nothing wrong. He'd just been with Atreyu,
Trey, nice.
and they were wandering across. It's quite early on as well. He loses
Yeah.
the horse pretty early on, and I mean it's reasonably traumatic for anybody that watched this in the 80s. That horse slowly sunk into the mud
And died.
and died.
I find it even funnier now you've reminded me about it. That it's because he's
It's a very funny scene.
No, no. I find it funny that the reason he sinks is because he's a depressed horse.
But the swamps are making you sadder. You've got to push through. It's part of the challenge of getting to where he's trying
Yeah,
to
but
get to.
I would suggest that he succumbed to it because he doesn't enjoy being a horse or whatever. He's like, that's not my brain
done.
thinking
He's
now.
sad.
Well, the whole
Yeah.
point is they think that there's no hope. Remember, he's the princess's last hope. in
Yeah,
that
true.
film.
Yeah,
So the horse must have thought, oh,
I'm done.
"We're done. We can't do
We're
this."
done.
And as soon as he's got the wrong mindset,
I'm in a pit.
it's not a growth mindset, is it?
I'm in a swamp. I'm done.
He's spiraling downwards. Got
Slowly
you.
sinking.
Yeah. Right.
There we go. But okay, yeah.
Happy days.
There we go.
Jeremy's number 3.
My number 3, 1994.
Hang on.
No.
18.
Woo.
Oh, big numbers for Jem.
2
for it.
hours, 34.
Long one.
Long
I feel like I've swapped places with Dom here.
you have crime drama.
Crime drama.
Oh, an 18 crime from 94.
8.9 out of 10.
I feel. Is
What?
it the end scene of
No.
this film? Okay, fine.
Is
I won't
it?
say what I'm thinking then?
Is this the top-rated film on IMDb?
I've got no idea what the top rated film. I don't
No,
rank
because
them.
there's one higher.
You think there's a 9?
There is a 9.
Oh.
Oh, is there?
I've got it on my list. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought Dominic had some inside knowledge
It's
there.
not that one then. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going then.
Go, please. From 1994.
1994.
That's me. Okay, go on.
It's about the same time as
8.9.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was around then.
Okay.
But it's not an 18.
I haven't got that on my list, so
Go,
I
go,
can't-
go,
No.
go
I'm
for
just
it,
saying
go
it's
for it.
not that. I'm just trying to get some sort of
Go on then.
semblance of
The
what's going on.
unexpected and the death
Yes,
itself.
please.
There is no tension or build up.
It just happens.
And then we find out that it was accidental.
Whoa, come on, set the scene a little
Right,
more.
I know.
Oh my God.
I absolutely know.
And
It's-
you could even argue, Dominic, he thinks maybe it's because there was a bump.
Yeah. Is this completely dismissed
I
as
know
well?
what it is. I know what it is. Yeah.
Pulp
It's
Fiction,
Pulp Fiction,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah, right. I rewatched this to remember because I thought it
'Cause he's
was
holding
because
the-
of a bump because I've somehow
No.
Mandela effect it. But
Is he in the
literally,
car when he's in the back seat?
he's talking to him on the back seat and he just flips his gun over and he's just like looking over with his gun in his hand and then all of a sudden
Bam.
bam, and it's and what I love is there's no malice in the car, like they're not really arguing. Yeah, there's bicker back and forth between them,
No, they're just chattering, aren't they?
but they're just chattering, and then he's like, "What the heck? What's happened?" And he's like, "I didn't mean to."
Didn't he make the excuse that it was a bump?
yes.
Yeah.
That's where I've got it crossed
Yes.
over.
So when this came out, and 'cause I
Like
had
John
it,
Travolta's character.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vincent Vega, I had
Yeah.
it on tape, and I remember slowing it right down to see when he gets shot, like watching the prosthetic head explode, because there's like a couple of I don't know, what am I looking for? Frames where it explodes, and then it cuts to the back of the car where the glass just gets spattered.
Oh, I love it.
And then they do start arguing. It's like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? We can't drive around with blood.
Is that with Harvey Keitel in the car?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel comes
On the
to help him
cleanup,
out.
yeah. But yeah,
Love
the
it.
bit that makes me laugh
So
is Samuel L.
random.
Jackson goes, "What happens?" And he's like, "I just shot him in the face."
I would have included this in my list had I not already used Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I thought Dominic might have it. I haven't put it as the one for you, Dom. Don't worry. But,
The other, I actually also think that the big Kahuna Burger death, where
Yeah.
he shoots him on the sofa, is also unexpected.
there's quite a few.
Yeah,
It's when he comes out of the toilet as well.
yeah, that's also reasonably unexpected.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, sort of expect him to have died before then, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is with this character, it's not even like he's in trouble or
He's not really even a main bit.
He's not a main part, no.
character either.
no.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, he does. I did look it up. Marvin, played by
that's right.
Phil Lamar, and
Why was he in the car?
He was
He was
in
someone's house, wasn't he?
he was in the flat with
with
guys that had the briefcase.
that's
and I
right.
think he was their point of entry. He was their.
I remember, yes,
we
with
know
them, yeah.
that they've got them. He was their mole almost.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they're just having a nice old chinwag, and he turns around to give him some sort of information, and bam.
Shoots him. What's Harvey Keitel's character in that called?
I don't know, but he did it for Direct Line for about 10 years, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Did.
Is he called like the
Being
King?
the cleaner or something
Cleaner.
like
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, that's only annoyed me for a while.
that. He's
But
the
that's-
wolf.
The Wolf.
That's it.
Nice, Jeremy.
He's Winston Wolf.
Winston
I
Wolf.
had
he is.
Beast, but I didn't think. Yeah,
Yeah.
Winston Wolf. There you go.
I was thinking demon. It was like devil, that kind of thing. Very
Yeah,
good.
but anyone who's seen it, you just don't expect that.
No,
you don't.
no.
It's
That
like
makes you jump.
there's no tension before.
No,
There's
you're right, there
nothing,
isn't.
anything there. Everyone's having a
having a
nice
general chinwag.
and because of that, it almost it makes you laugh a little bit.
But it does,
which
but
is
then
You're just
terrible.
like, oh my god.
But they laugh about it as well. It's not quite laugh, but they're like, oh, this is so inconvenient.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's the problem.
because just before then, he's basically saying he's going to chuck his name in, like he's going to tell the boss, "I'm done. I'm not going to do it."
Yeah, that's
anymore." He's like, "You won't say that." He said he'll laugh at you. This is a joke. And bam! What the heck?
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, very good.
Good choice, Jeremy.
Thank you very much.
Dom, your number
There
3,
we go. My
please.
number 3. So 2021 on this one.
That is new.
Oh, that is new.
2 hours 12 minutes. 7.2 out of 10.
Right.
Most of
And
these are
it's-
pretty popular, by the way.
Mm.
It's
People like
Action-
it when
People
people die suddenly.
Yeah.
action, adventure, comedy, sci-fi.
Well, there's a lot of tags there.
Action adventure. Can you give me what
2021?
sci-fi?
I'm
What
going
type? Science.
superhero.
It is superhero. 15.
What year are we in?
2021.
2021.
Hmm.
This unexpected element.
Is it Batman?
No. It happened. No. So it's it's the opening scene / sequence of the film. Within the first 10 minutes, I think about 8 people die.
Okay, so it's not a spoiler then.
No,
First 10
All
minutes.
not.
unexpectedly.
And in the sense of they are big characters, they're big names, and
They
Given-
all die.
given the name of what the film is, without telling you, I thought there were going to be characters that go through the whole thing.
Is this Suicide Squad?
It is.
Ah,
So when in the first opening
You're
scene,
right.
they go onto the bit. So they've got
That's
this
like-
big opening.
That's the
open-
second one, right?
is
Yes,
this
the
so,
2021.
So this
It's
is
not
where they
the-
have like the clear out, so they
Hang
can
on.
get
so
new
they've got
people
all
in.
the so they've got all the new. I thought it was the new team that they were introducing because they do the whole backstory of them and things like that. So there's
Is this called the Suicide Squad or is
the
this
Suicide Squad.
This is the first one
Yeah.
was Suicide Squad.
This
This
is
is
called
the.
Yeah. So it's the extended opening sequence really where not that I can tell you who dies, but
Yes, please.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Weasel is some weird. It's literally a weasel that kind of just makes funny
Yeah.
noises. There's Blackguard by who's Pete Davidson. Then you have got Captain Boomerang
Yeah,
Yes.
by Jai Courtney, and then Javelin, Mongol, TDK, who's my favourite one, which
Total
obviously
Death
stands
Kill.
for the Detachable Kid,
Oh, that's right.
where his arms and legs just come apart. He could throw them at people, or they do their own thing. And then you've got Savant. Kind of, and these are they die.
But
Essentially,
Harley Quinn doesn't.
Harley Quinn doesn't,
No.
yeah, because she keeps the javelin. That's the whole point. But the idea is that they
Right.
send. What I didn't realise, obviously not knowing, they send them in as like a decoy
Yeah, diversion, isn't it?
for the real Suicide Squad to go in round the side.
So-
Essentially,
yeah.
I've not seen the first one of these, but I have seen that one.
I won't worry about the first one.
This is the one with the giant starfish at the end, though.
Yes,
Do you know, every time we have this conversation, that is the quantifiable thing.
Mm.
and with the big shark,
Yes.
Sharkman, and the guy who has like who's polka dots.
Oh, yes.
He's really good at that
Oh, yeah.
when he throws
I
up
forget
polka
about
dots.
that film a little bit.
I do as well.
I also blur the two of them a little bit.
I think I was
They've got-
slightly
they've got
unimpressed
similar
by
characters,
it,
haven't they?
really.
So it's exactly this. They're based on the same concept, aren't they? So
Yeah.
it's not they're like yeah.
Yeah, but it's like different people, isn't it? You can
Yeah.
just keep those people moving along,
Yeah.
can't you? They're just
But I remember
the
watching it with the boys,
rejects.
and then they just get ambushed essentially, and you think, oh yeah, they're gonna get through this, and they just die so quick.
Or maybe just one of them's going to
And
die. or
Weasel
two of
dies
them.
within he drowns within the
Yeah,
first like 2
I-
minutes because he can't swim, but no one tells him
I felt they killed him off because he was expensive to keep on longer.
because
like,
he's
he's
yeah.
all
But then you got a
CGI.
shark man the whole way through it.
yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be in it.
No,
at that
you
point.
don't know at that point. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
true.
All of a sudden you get them going.
It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
they've killed him off. I was like, oh, okay,
they
maybe it was
killed
just
all
too
of them off, and I was
expensive
like-
to animate.
How's this going to work? Yeah, I thought they were part of the Suicide Squad, but they're not.
No,
they
you're
were just a
right.
decoy. But anyway, yeah,
Another
so
one.
unexpected. I was
Nice.
expecting them to be the new team, or part of the new team potentially, but no,
No.
they were not. There you go.
Nice.
That's my number 3.
My number 3,
Yeah.
Yes.
2015. Universal.
Oh,
God.
1 hour, 35 minutes, 8.1 out of 10.
animation.
Animation.
What
it
year?
is.
What year?
2015.
Okay. No, go on. You're gonna have to.
I
give us a bit
mean,
more.
it's Disney.
Is it Disney?
Indirectly. Not
Pixar.
completely. Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you about the death?
Yeah. I think we'll get it.
But it could be any of them, really.
Yeah.
But
Because they all have some sort of...
So this death was later in the film. So spoiler,
okay, that's
sorry.
ruled out lots.
Yeah.
The character that dies was not mentioned in any of the marketing or advertising for this film at all because they wanted to keep him a secret. They wanted there to be something in the film that was exciting and interesting to watch.
What?
But they're in it from...
They're in it for a big chunk of the film. Yeah.
From the beginning.
We nicknamed one of your friends this.
You pointed to Dominic then.
I did point to
Yeah,
Dominic.
sorry.
Apologies.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
also, yeah. What else would you like to know?
Who?
Which friend?
Ross. It was Mike, Scott Bewley. Hi, Mike, if you're listening.
Oh, yes.
Nicknamed Ross.
Ping Pong.
No,
Was it that character?
Bing bong.
Bing Bong.
Bing
Sorry.
Bong.
Sorry. Bing Bong.
because
Is it from inside? Is it
it
inside
is
out?
Inside Out. I did feel that this was...
I was wondering how you were getting the wizard in.
Yeah, I was like,
Because that was his other
Weird.
nickname.
Yeah, that was our nickname for him. Hi,
Ross-
Wizard.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I thought this was unexpected because I thought it was a major role, and I did think that they were just going to keep him. I didn't see the need specifically for him not to be there, and it was only when it
He sort of endgamed
agree,
it as
yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. But
yes,
yeah.
but when it got to the point where he disappears, right? That
He falls out of consciousness.
you're
yeah.
just sort of like, oh, he is gone. Like, I didn't think they were going to do that. I thought they were just going to leave
Sad
him
as well,
somewhere,
yeah.
like hidden in a recess. I suppose I didn't really think about what was going to happen to him in the. Yeah, it is really sad.
It's really sad.
You also, I agree with you. They also give you hope that he's going to get out with her just
Yeah.
before that.
Well, he's such a
'cause
big
he leaves
character.
himself, doesn't he? He sacrifices himself.
does,
for
yeah.
her.
He does.
for
He's
joy.
such a
Yeah.
big character that you instantly
And you'd hope he's till
Love.
the end as well. Yeah.
and you think, oh, there's no part of my mind that ever thought, oh, they're going to kill off that character, and yet
It's key, isn't he? I
And
suppose?
in
is
so
key.
many ways, by the way, because
Yes.
then she can't remember
she can't
him.
remember him. I know it's even worse. That's what's so sad about it, is that there's no part of her memory that will remember him.
Ever again. Yeah, he's gone forever.
Yeah.
And he was an
didn't
imaginary
really,
friend, right? So no one
Yeah.
else would know. Yeah.
she didn't really even remember him. He was just sort of drifting along in the back of
In
her
the back of
mind
her mind,
somewhere. He had loads of photos of her with him.
Yeah, that's
He was
right.
carried
Yeah.
a ball, yeah.
And then he just disappears into being forgotten. Oh, so harsh.
That also means that any memory she had to have gone of him
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mental.
That's sad, isn't it? And that I
We're
thought
saying
that
this
was,
like this is exactly how your brain works. I know it is based
Not
on
far off,
it's based
but
on the right ideas.
it's just
but-
really sad.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't see it coming really. Once they were in that pit, you sort of were like, well, something's going to happen or they're going to get out.
Yes, they're getting out.
And
But yeah,
then-
good point on the marketing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they did. I read
Yeah.
up about it that they purposely
But-
didn't because they wanted to make sure that there was a good character.
But everyone
not
talks
seen.
about.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh,
I can't remember what the first bit is.
what do you mean?
The song,
The song.
like goes da, 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 da,
Bing bong, bing bong.
Who's the someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I'm gutted. I can't remember that now.
Well, maybe it's
Maybe
in
it's
that
gone
part
out of
your
my
brain.
memory. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
gonna fade.
Yeah.
It's
There we
gonna
go.
fade.
It's in the void.
Right, my number 2.
You're number 2, Jim.
2019.
Bear with me.
12A.
Nope.
1 hour 48 minutes. 7.9 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, these are good standard films.
Comedy, drama, war.
War.
2019.
And it's a 12A.
Yeah.
Comedy war.
Comedy, drama, war.
All those famous comedy wars. Is it parody?
There's elements of that.
Okay. Go on then.
I don't know if you've seen this because I might have mentioned it previously and I keep encouraging you to watch it. But now I'm going to spoil it in
Yeah,
the same
give-
vein.
Yeah.
Give us some more info.
God.
What would you like to know?
Death. The unexpected
Yes,
element.
please.
So, the main character is walking through the town square. He notices what is, I think it's a butterfly, and basically starts following it. And then basically it walks past a pair of feet hanging.
A butterfly does. So the main character sees this character
the
hanging.
butterfly is used to journey someone
Yeah.
to
for
a
their
point
eyes
where
to
we
make sure-
recognise a familiar pair of shoes that are hanging
Is it
on the person.
like clown feet.
No,
What's the comedy part?
as if they've been hung.
Have they been hung?
Yes.
What war is it?
Second World War.
Is
because one of the characters is prominent. So if I said Second World War, you'd think of...
Is this Jojo Rabbit?
It is, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Still.
Yeah. Have you seen
Is it? Is
No.
it his imaginary friend?
No.
Right,
No.
girl, is it? It's
No,
not a book- it's
but
not a
that's the
child,
comedy
is it?
part of it. His
Yes.
imaginary friend is Hitler.
Yes.
Played by...
Go on, make the name.
yeah. No, because it's got...
Go
Takiki.
He's married to Rita Ora.
Yes.
Let's just
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
I
never say his name.
I think about how it's written and then confuse myself.
Waikiki.
Taika Waititi.
Oh, there you go.
Waititi.
You're right. I never fully read that.
But
name.
he's really funny at that. Yeah. But he also directs it.
Yes.
But yeah. I can. Yeah.
Why is it so unexpected? Like, why
because
do you not see it coming?
Shall I tell you who it is?
I
I don't know.
don't know.
I haven't seen
How
it.
much will it spoil it?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, but yeah,
it
just
doesn't spoil the whole premise of the film.
One of the main characters.
Yes.
Okay.
Played by Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, okay.
So she's quite good at this, but there you go.
and she wasn't okay. You just weren't expecting it because she was a main character.
Yeah, and she's very upbeat. We know she has dubious dealings, but she kind of gives the premise that she's not going to get caught.
How much of the film was left when she died? Do you remember?
Or,
Is there a lot of the film, or is it like the last half hour, 20 minutes?
Yeah, we're talking towards the end.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's not.
and because of that, there's a sort of realism with inside himself. As in he realizes
Okay.
perhaps what he thought previously might not all be true.
Does where he's following this butterfly, does it sort of lull you into a false sense of security as well? You're sort of
Yeah, he's in a
this
good position.
light-
You know, everybody's happy.
Happy,
She's
yeah.
always been happy, and then
Right.
boom.
Oh goodness!
Puts you into a different
And from
mood.
memory, they don't even show you.
You just see feet.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's even worse.
but this has been repeated.
Yeah.
Like we see Scarlett Johansson dancing, so you recognise
Right.
she's got
So you know
recognisable
it-
shoes.
Okay.
gotcha. They've done that on
They
purpose.
framed it
yeah.
up very well
They have.
throughout the film.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a bit of a sad note in
on,
a comedy.
on a comedy film
Yeah.
about Hitler.
Well,
Yeah.
see, this is where I struggle to explain
Yeah.
to you. Again,
I've heard
this
good
film is
things.
nominated for six Oscars.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
won one, which was Best Adapted Screenplay. But yeah,
It sounds bonkers.
It does. Do need to see
it
it.
is when you start watching it. And again, I seem to have overlapped a lot of people in this because Sam Rockwell's in this as well.
Oh, he's in everything.
Isn't it? It's
Isn't he?
good. It's
Good.
good.
Sam.
Yeah.
He's again playing a police sort of role. He's the captain
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
of like the local police. Yeah.
With a,
Is he-
has he got a moustache?
He's
in it?
Captain Klenzendorf.
Yeah. Has he got a moustache? Is he slightly incompetent?
Yes,
Always
yes.
does.
And yet,
Is he slightly buffoonery?
yes.
Right. Okay.
like he's slightly
Typecast.
drunk. That's
Yeah.
what you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, it's an hour and 48. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
I can't rave highly enough about
No,
it.
Kim's watched it and said she thought it was brilliant.
Yeah,
And there you go. That was your number two.
That was his
my
number
number two.
On to me, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Right, my number two. 2008.
Okay.
2 hours 32. 9 out of 10 on IMDb.
2008.
Action, crime, drama, thriller. 12A.
9.
2008, and it was a 9.
Yeah,
Okay,
12A.
so it's not what I thought it was.
I thought it was
What?
older than that. If
Yeah,
it was.
that's
what
yeah.
did you think it was?
Well, I'm gonna hold that off in case it's your
Yeah.
number one.
It's not my number one. But okay.
I've just missed something. Keep going. We'll talk about it at the end, maybe.
Okay. The unexpected element is
Yeah.
a life is saved, but you don't expect it to be that life. I didn't realize. Go on.
Go
Does
on, no, so I'm
Does
just
somebody
saying
jump in front of somebody?
No.
this-
So,
it's reasonably cryptic.
so I didn't. I think when I first watched this film, and this is why it's most unexpected.
A
I
9.
didn't understand kind of what was
Who
going
had
on too
died?
much. No. Yeah. Well, essentially, I think two people. I'll just give you the plot of where they are. I don't think it's going to ruin anything. It's not a spoiler as such. So two people are in two separate locations,
Mm-hmm.
and they get told both locations, but they can only save one person.
Are we Batman?
We are back to Batman, yeah.
Nice.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
That is 9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
But the right character died.
I agree, but it's still unexpected.
But it's unexpected because the right character died, but not according to Batman's plan.
No, I agree with you because they think they're going to her.
Yes,
correct.
Because he sacrifices himself.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was unexpected because I was thinking, oh yeah, there's definitely gonna.
But that's why that bit is so clever.
Yeah,
because it's like the double bluff.
because he told him the wrong. Yeah, obviously the Joker then told him. Yeah,
I've forgotten about that bit.
he told him the wrong. Well, he didn't realise. Obviously, Batman didn't realise that until he got there.
And then
was
she's
just
like, "It's
but then he starts
it's
Chaos
okay."
ensues.
But then he starts
Absolutely.
obviously telling Harvey Dent that he saved him on purpose for certain reasons and stuff like that. But it was very unexpected because
You're right.
and it was like, oh, okay, she's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd have been more upset if it was Katie. Wasn't
yeah,
it?
Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Maggie.
The only bit of that
So
film.
we're in Dark Knight, aren't we?
We are
we are
Dark
Dark
Knight.
Knight, yeah.
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 Maggie Gyllenhaal is the only part of the miscast I feel from that film. I think Katie Holmes did a better job.
Yeah, I think it's hard when you have to
I think I
recast
agree.
someone. I don't think anyone can do it.
just
But
didn't-
especially if the first film has so much success.
I didn't really buy
I didn't bond
that he
no, with
liked her as much as Katie Holmes is Rachel.
No, I agree. Obviously, they're meant to be the same
I,
person.
think,
I
I
agree,
always
but
still wonder why they didn't, and maybe it's because it sticks to the comic books more. Why didn't they just find a way of
Getting rid of Rachel and have a new character come in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it just too unbelievable for that role?
I don't know. Maybe
Time has passed,
I think
right?
Christopher Nolan
It's
quite
got a
likes his
long
continuity
relationships,
and
I
probably
suppose,
had
isn't
an idea for that trilogy already, and so
Yeah, true.
didn't want to just sort of. Maybe it would have felt a bit even more fake. Like there's no
Obviously,
build up to that relationship.
friendship
Yeah.
from when they're young as well,
Yes,
right? So that's
yes.
it's the
Oh, yeah,
backstory,
yeah,
isn't
the-
it? So
the
they're like
longevity of
childhood
it
friends,
is
absolutely.
massively
So
to
that-
it,
Could
yeah.
have been another friend.
Yeah. Oh,
Rachel's
Ros.
gone away, is she? Oh, okay. Yes.
Ros round the
Ah,
corner.
Raquel. Remember Raquel?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. We
Her
didn't know
twin
we
sister.
wanted.
Yeah.
Played by someone else. That still doesn't work.
Who's been lost for?
I didn't say
however long,
identical.
yeah.
Oh,
I didn't say
true.
identical.
Twin brother.
They then show scenes of how there was actually 3 of them at all of the points, not 2
And
of
he
them.
forgot he'd lost his memory.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We
Yeah.
found it. We've worked out
There
the
we
plot
go.
loop.
I'm
Okay.
glad. Very good. Adapted
But that
screenplay.
is that's my number 2. It was very unexpected in that sense.
It
Right.
was. Caught me. Caught
Everyone,
you by surprise.
everyone believed they knew what was going on, but they didn't. So yes.
There's a little bit in you though that's like they both got to survive then or something like that. But yeah.
Or he'd
Yeah.
find a way.
Yeah.
You did think he'd just find a way.
Yeah, agreed.
Or you'd
Could've
agreed
told
that
Gordon,
you've
but-
accepted that Harvey Dent was done.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
two
yeah,
choices
yeah.
you thought were going to happen there as well.
No, you're right. You're right.
There we
Matthew,
go.
you're 2.
My
You're
number
2.
two.
Math, yeah.
Right. 2018,
Okay. No.
15, 2 hours, 7 minutes, 7.3. Jeremy has definitely not seen this film.
Okay. Saw.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to make a noise as my clue, and if neither of you, well, if Dom doesn't get it, because I know you haven't seen this.
Wait, you never know.
If neither of you get it from the noise, then I know you haven't seen the film.
Okay.
Okay, this is the noise. You ready?
Is it?
Are you
is it a
hold
good
on? Are
noise?
you
Is
good
it
at this
Yeah, I was about to
impersonation?
say.
Have you
Yeah, it's
practiced
easy.
this
It's easy.
already?
It's easy. It's not an impersonation. It's just a noise.
Okay.
Ready? That's my noise, and if you don't know that, then you don't know.
That sounds like The Last of Us sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The clicker.
Right, I'm going to tell you the storyline then.
Go on then. I may
Okay.
have seen it, but yeah.
So a
2018 though. it's quite
grandmother
recent.
dies. It's like that she leads the family. She's definitely the leader of the family kind of thing. Grandmother dies. The daughter, who is a fully grown woman, she makes little models. So she makes like doll houses with little models, which is quite creepy.
It's creepy.
As
Yeah.
an important part of the film. Anyway, she's struggling with grief. The whole thing starts off about basically struggling with the grief of this woman who has died, and sort of slightly creepy things start happening. And in the end, the boy, whose name is, I've got the Graham family. I think he's Steve Graham. It's the
Stephen
family.
Graham?
Yeah, Steve Graham. Steve.
But that's his character name.
His character's name's Steve, yeah. So Steve Graham takes his younger sister, called Charlie, to a party. While they're at the party, she accidentally eats some nuts, and she's allergic to nuts. So he then, slightly drunk, has to drive her to the hospital. And while she's in the back of the car not being able to breathe, she sticks her head out of the window to try and breathe a bit more. And then she gets decapitated by a lamppost very suddenly.
Oh my goodness.
And that absolutely comes out of nowhere. That I'm not joking. When I watched the
and
film,
that's a very similar though. You're saying you thought she was going to die a particular way or could die.
no, there's no guarantee anyone's going to die. It's
Was it early on in the film? Or
But
not?
you're playing with life at that point anyway, because you know that she's struggling to breathe.
yes,
and, yeah.
you don't know what's going on in the film at this point. Right? Should I tell you what the film is?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
The film is Hereditary.
No, I haven't seen that. Who's the
Tony Collette is the
yes, right,
Gabriel
okay.
Byrne is the dad. Tony Collette's the mum. The little girl is Millie Shapiro, who's been in a couple of other things since, and her character makes this noise all the way through. Like they know she's in the house because of this noise, and then after she has died, that noise appears like just echoes through the house from time to time.
No thanks.
Oh my goodness, I really liked this. It's
meant to be really, really scary. And that's it. Like, or
it's
just
got
creepy,
really good
Disturbing,
at building
right?
the tension, and you don't know what's going on the whole way through. And I won't ruin the rest of the film at all. But the unexpected death is that she gets decapitated by a lamppost, and because he's drunk, he goes home, doesn't know what to do, and just gets into bed and goes to sleep. And the mum finds her in the morning in the car
Without a head.
without a head because the head is somewhere on the road.
But somebody's found the head, surely.
I can't remember that bit. Whether I'm sure they find the head.
Whether that's, yeah.
Just gets picked up by a bird and okay.
He just goes to bed.
There is a overall vibe of decapitation because earlier in the film it's foreshadowed because the girl Charlie finds a pigeon hits a window and dies. And she finds it.
Good reference. Yeah,
and
I like that.
She cuts the head off the pigeon for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest with you, that's why
The least of
is
the-
basically what you're wondering for most of that film. I'd say,
Okay.
Dom, you will like that film, but do watch
Yeah,
it.
no, I have-
Watch it in the daylight.
Okay.
So that is my number
Noted.
2, Hereditary.
Okay.
Right, so on to
Ooh,
my number
so
one.
your number one, Jim. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, 2015.
I have a 2015, but we've already done it. Keep
Okay,
going.
12A.
Right.
Okay.
2 hours, 18.
It was quite long this week.
I'm surprised 7.8 out of 10, but okay.
As in surprised high, surprised low.
Surprised high, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Action, adventure, fantasy,
Yeah.
sci-fi.
Superhero.
No.
So that's not the fantasy sci-fi.
Magical.
No.
Space.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the death?
2015.
Now, this is where I've been doubting myself all the time, and I think I've rated this higher because of the impact it has.
You weren't expecting it. So absolute unexpected. Or also
It's a hard one, right?
the long-term impact it had on you as well.
Yes.
Right.
I think this is the death of more than just a character at this point.
Right. Is it a Star Wars?
It is a Star Wars.
2015. Which of the Star Warses was it? Was it one of the 9 or was it a standalone?
No, one of the 9. Tell me which Roman numeral it is.
Is it? Well, depends on what you're talking about. When it was.
No, they have a set order.
They do.
With no numerals.
Is this Roman numeral number 8?
No.
9?
No.
10?
There isn't a 10.
7.
Oh, 7. I meant 7 first.
7, yes.
I don't know what that.
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Did you think this character might die of old age before
Yeah.
before they died in this film?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know who it is?
No, I don't watch Star Wars.
I'm pretty sure it's...
Hold on. What?
Yeah.
No.
He said this before.
I'm not.
We've ignored him before as well. Have you seen the original trilogy?
Yes.
Have you seen the...
He definitely would have, because we'd have watched that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
I know what the Ewoks are and things
ridiculous,
like that, yeah.
ridiculous prequel trilogy that the generation below us seem to love?
I've seen one. I
Which
think the
one?
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the 1999 one.
Jar Jar Binks. Is he in the Phantom Menace?
He's
Or is he in the
all-
second one?
He's in all of them.
I've seen him when he got introduced, I think.
Yes.
but-
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
but you haven't seen the later 3.
No, but I have seen Rogue One?
Rogue One's good.
Rogue One, yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah,
I
that
watched
one's
that, but that's
that one's
standalone, isn't it?
pretty good. That was one of the top ones. I'd
Yeah,
say.
some of the series are good as well. I'll let you know that.
But I liked that. But
So
yeah.
we are talking about the episode 7.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names. This one is
Force
the-
Awakens.
Force Awakens, he
Force
said that, yeah.
Awakens. Thank you. Sorry.
Which character dies then?
He has a waistcoat,
What?
doesn't he?
He has a waistcoat.
Yeah.
Does he fly the... who is it? It's
Yeah.
not Harrison Ford, is it?
I think so.
Yeah. Now, as I
Who
said,
plays Han
like
Solo?
I feel like that's a little bit of a death of the whole franchise at that point, because how I then, and I could be completely wrong, but it's how I perceive it, having seen all the films. They then try and put Daisy Ridley's character as the new Han Solo, because she goes on the Falcon with everybody, and sort of it's almost like a handover film. It becomes then.
John Boyega, right? So I've only seen the first. I haven't seen the latest.
John
the last
Boyega
one.
is in it as Finn.
John Boyega's
Daisy Ridley's Rey. Then you got like Adam Driver, obviously is in it. Now he plays obviously a key part in this.
He plays the Kylo Ren,
who is also Han Solo's son. Spoiler alert.
Although that's not much of a spoiler, you saw
You
that
very
coming
early.
a mile off.
They kind of say it very early.
You sort of see it coming a mile off. They've not tried to do the whole Luke, I am your father, which is not the
No.
but still.
And some people will say, of course, there's going to be a death because in the first trilogy, they all do it. But he at this point is pleading with him to help him stop the voices in his head, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then it goes from being sunny to dark because the sun, I think the clouds come in or anything else, and the dark takes over him again. So it's sort of a hope moment.
Right.
But the unexpected death is
a lot
he
more
dies
than
and
you
he
think,
just
Dom.
falls off and then it's done.
He gets pushed, or
Lightsaber through.
okay,
It's definitely gone.
Yeah, I've definitely gone. Yeah,
okay. There's no coming back from that.
We say that
Cauterized.
EastEnders have managed to bring people back from worse, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they didn't die by lightsaber, though, did they?
But I think that for me,
That's true.
no, I think that kills that set of films a little bit. I think it goes downhill from there, if I'm honest. I was quite excited by the first film until that.
I don't know.
Had they already been written? So that was always the plan.
Yeah. Well, I
think
don't
so.
know because I didn't read
write them.
anything or write them, but yeah.
So in the episode 4, the first one,
Yeah.
it's very irritating. That, by the way, that I think that annoys me more than
That you have to call it episode 4.
yes.
Even though it was the first.
I think it was the Family Guy quote where I'm going to tell you a story. I'll start at the beginning. It's called episode 4.
That's the only version of Star Wars I really enjoy.
Yeah,
is the
right,
Family
they're
Guy
good.
ones. But yeah,
But I think I didn't really connect with it as much. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I just didn't feel the need to rewatch any of them, and I think possibly because their builders a bit too epic. Like they're long. There's a lot going on. Whereas the original ones, I was quite happy to sit at home when we were younger and just watch it for fun.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that the last ones made me feel like I was watching it for fun.
No, I get that. And
Watching
I
it
do agree.
because of
The biggest comment you just made is I don't feel the need to rewatch it.
No, I've watched them once. I watched that once, and I've watched the second one once, and I haven't still watched the.
Oh no, I've watched them all
The last
once.
one,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And now I know people are going to question the unexpected nature of it because clearly they need a bad guy, and so that bad guy's not going to die. But there is a moment where he looks like he's going to hand over his lightsaber, and he says something along the lines of, would you do anything for me? And he says, yes, of course I'd do anything for you. And he's sort of handing it over. And there's a little bit inside me, I think at that point, that thought he's basically asking him to kill him.
Yes.
Like he's basically saying end it.
Mm.
And then we get the flip side.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a tussle of just two hands holding the lightsaber,
I think
and
I've
then
seen
it
that
goes.
scene.
And then everyone goes, no!
Yeah, I've seen-
and
I've seen
Leia,
the
who's
Adam
on
Driver
another
one.
planet, falls over. I mean, yeah, I know she's got the Force.
She does. But
Oh,
she
she
also,
can feel it,
Yeah.
can she?
I mean,
Yeah.
then Carrie Fisher died before they finished making them, so they had to
This sounds like a really sick.
move her to
Was
the
Han
side.
Solo a Jedi?
No,
No.
Okay. But how did she feel that then? If it
Because
wasn't.
No, because she's
Leia's
got a
a Jedi.
connection with it.
Okay,
She
fine,
is.
fine.
Leia's got the mitochlorians in her. I did a good hand
You
gesture.
did like an
you can't see.
octopus kind of
I did.
thing.
Are they called mitochlorians?
I think you're
Mitochlorians?
right, yeah.
Something they invented for the prequel 3.
But yeah, so this is why I struggle with the position of this one. Because
Do you think they didn't need to kill him then? Do you think they didn't need him in it at all? They could have just had him as a cameo somewhere.
I think the only reason you get the success of the first one is because people are hoping to continue a story with certain characters, and then
Okay.
that drops off very quickly. Although
Yeah.
they keep Mark Hamill in it for too long as well. But yeah,
Mhm.
and maybe that's what then everything gets judged on because it's the same people in the same things, and therefore you lose a little bit of that.
So they could have been better just wiping the slate clean and just maybe having them come in as guests, almost like for a bit or reference.
Yeah, I think that possibly would have been better
because obviously you don't have any of that from the
this is weird.
first 3.
They played such a crucial role in the first one that then what do you do in the second and the third one to keep those people entertained? And people are not going to be entertained because they haven't got those people in it anymore. So you'd almost be better off
starting a new franchise.
Or killing them in a ridiculous way.
Or just not using them at all. Just have them
But
as
what I mean is kill them in a less meaningful way.
Oh, I see.
Or we find out that they didn't make it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm with you.
Yeah.
I just feel like...
Well, they had the characters of Finn and Rey, surely, and Kylo Ren, surely are strong enough to carry the films themselves. Did they need those others?
I question whether they believe that, because I think they were just trying to bring back an audience who were already disenfranchised with it. But there we go.
Do you think they were pandering to the audience?
Yeah, I think this is a bigger question than just the death. But there we go. Right, Dominic, you're number one.
No idea what
Number
you're
one.
talking about.
Dom, you're number one.
My number one.
Which is the sadder fact of that. But there you go.
Yeah. Number one. 1999.
Okay, not the same as mine then.
1 hour 45.
Have we mentioned this film already?
No.
Okay.
5.9 out of 10. It's the lowest rated by an absolute mile.
5.9.
Okay.
And you think that's underrated or about right?
No, it's definitely right. It's definitely right. But it's a cult film.
Oh, okay.
So
Comedy?
Action, adventure, sci-fi, thriller. I'm going to say yes to the comedy.
Oh, but it's not on the tags.
No. It's definitely a comedy.
Action, adventure.
There's definitely comedy elements based on the plot, I think, and it's a 15.
How long was it?
1 hour 45. There's actually 3 films. There's a franchise of it, and I've only seen the first one. The next one came out like 20 years later, but I don't think I've seen them.
Did they come straight out to streaming?
I imagine so. I don't think they definitely.
So you've
would
had
have come
2
to cinema.
since 2019.
So there's one in 2018, one in 2020.
I'm really confused.
Anyway, yeah, I don't think that would help you. It was just a fact.
So the cult following makes sense because you then bring it back.
Yep. I'll tell you the unexpected element
yes,
of
please.
it. So one of the main characters, it's not it's unexpected because of where it's set, where the scene is, what's happening. So there's a long conversation going on, like it's completely mid dialogue. It just
so it's another one
happens.
Wow.
It just happens. And I think this is probably one that everyone would have definitely seen in some way.
So you're laughing, so almost as though the death is funny.
I think all of the deaths are. The only reason, yeah. And I always have seen it as a comedy.
Right.
So I can tell you some of the actors. I'll tell you some of the actors.
Please.
So there's Thomas.
He's always laughing at telling us the actors.
No. So there's Thomas Jane.
Characters, these are.
No, these are the actors.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah. Saffron Burrows, and then Samuel L. Jackson, LL Cool J, Michael Rappaport, and then so pretty much just Samuel L. Jackson and LL Cool J. LL Cool J plays a chef in this.
Is it like SWAT or something?
No,
Deep Blue Sea.
it is indeed Deep Blue Sea.
There was follow-ons for Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea 2 and
20
Deep Blue Sea
years
3.
later.
20 years later. Probably because the Meg came out and they were like, oh, hang on, we're going to jump on this bandwagon.
People like fish in the sea.
But the unexpected element, I think everyone must have seen it, but it's where they're down in the depths of the sea in their kind of undersea
Layer.
laboratory, or the experimental area. But and he's trying to display his anger by talking to them, and then midway through, a shark just comes up and bites him in half.
And it's Samuel L. Jackson.
And it's Samuel L. Jackson.
That's why the surprise.
And he is the main character.
He's the name on the film.
He's the name
isn't
on the
he?
film. So you don't expect that to happen.
Sorry, LL Cool J, but Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah,
trumps
I
you
know.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, so the reason it's 5.9 is just because the plot's absolutely ridiculous.
I think the CGI is slightly.
Back then it was
suppose
all right.
it's 99.
It was actually okay, but the whole plot was that they created
I think it's almost like Sharknado, isn't it? It's that sort of
It's not
idea.
that bad.
Not that bad.
No, not the CGI, but
They've
just like the
created-
plot
They're trying to control sharks essentially. So they're making
with
them.
lasers.
They're making. I think it's actually with clickers.
Yeah.
But so he's
Have they genetically mutated them to make them angrier as well?
yeah.
That
I
sounds
think
about
one of the taglines is bigger, smarter, faster, meaner.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm surprised Jason Statham wasn't in this.
No, it wasn't. Yeah,
The Meg,
longer
they did it
ago. And they
later.
did the Meg. Yeah. But
True.
he essentially they're smarter than humans, so they're trying to do
Why
is
would you
escape
invent
the compound.
something that is smarter than you are? Because
'Cause they
it's
want
going to
to
take you
use them.
over eventually.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what what the idea is. I've seen
Basically,
them use them.
we've just created the conversation of
Yeah.
AI.
I was about to say, good question. Let's ask Copilot why you would do that.
Absolutely out of nowhere, bitten in half. And it's
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson. That's the thing. Everyone's like, okay, cool. And you're really listening to his story because he's trying to tell them what not to do and how to do things with
Did
real
he
anger.
finish?
And then
He didn't finish.
no,
So they
mid-sentence.
never found out what to do.
In mid-sentence, everyone just go, and it's half his body.
I
From
think
memory
I've
as well. It's
seen
not-
this once.
Does the rest of it just drop after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did. I can't remember. Did they do like the comedy pause and drop?
Is it like just a sack of potatoes, or
No,
is
as
it,
in like
as in
it
it wobbles
pauses
first and then falls?
and then falls.
It's like when someone gets chopped in half and then you wait,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah,
half the
yeah,
body
that's right.
slides off. I can't remember in that much detail.
I feel like it
But-
is a little bit of chop. It
But
goes away,
yeah.
still standing, drop.
I thoroughly enjoyed the film, and I remember the reason it's number one is because it stayed with me for a long time. This is what first popped up into my mind.
Nice.
I can
yeah.
see you liking that film.
It's got
as well.
sharks in it. I can't remember. That's part of it as well.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got nonsense action. It's sort
He
of in a
trains
similar
with
vein.
tiger sharks as well, so it's got like all different sharks.
Right. Okay.
Similar vein to
I
Anaconda.
don't think we need to
Yes,
discuss
love
this
that,
much.
yeah.
I
Right.
thought of that film when you mentioned this. I went straight
Yeah.
to Anaconda,
Cool.
which is having a remake, by the way. But there you go.
Yeah.
They all are, aren't they?
You never know.
Yeah.
Here we go. So that's my number one.
Matthew,
1995,
Ooh. Okay.
why did you say it like a robot?
because I did. Right,
Has it got robots in
1995. No,
Okay.
18.
Yeah.
2 hours 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
8.6 on IMDb.
Popular.
Okay, go on.
Crime, drama, mystery, thriller. I'm going to tell you why I think it's unexpected.
Okay.
So 1995.
Yeah.
I first watched this probably about 15, 16 because I didn't watch it at cinema because obviously it's an 18 and I wouldn't have been old enough. Watched it on tape many times, many times, then got it on DVD later. But I remember it being the first film that had a twist that I didn't see coming. And probably because I hadn't seen many films. It was also, I mean, it's also an 18
Yeah. Was it when did it happen?
right at the end of the film.
Okay, I think I know
this
what it
is.
is.
This
Yeah.
is going
Is
to be
it
a
the-
massive
Is
spoiler.
it the twist?
It is the
Yeah.
twist.
And
Is it M. Night Shyamalan?
No,
Oh, okay.
I've mentioned this film.
probably.
Is it 7?
It is 7.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Yeah. You could see the wisps of blonde hair.
You
That's
never
all
know.
You, can see.
You
That's
didn't
all
know
you can see.
what was going to be in that box.
No.
You didn't know what was going to be in that box. But I can tell you right now, no one, when they first watch that, expects what's in the box to be what's in the box.
You never see, do you?
No, you just get told.
Do you actually get told?
John Doe's got the upper hand. That was my impression of Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, but I don't
That
know.
was Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it
That was
over
not.
well, it was my version of Morgan
'Cause
Freeman.
I
Do it again. Hold on.
John Doe's got the upper hand.
That is
That
terrible.
got worse. It was better the first time.
first time, wasn't it?
Yeah. No,
But
so
that-
you don't know, do you?
You don't. And I think
Sorry to spoil the twist, everyone. Sorry.
it's really, well, we haven't quite said the twist,
No.
but I don't think
I've seen
you
this
can-
film, right, but
'Cause I
I can't remember it.
It's probably because you blocked it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Maybe I need
All
to
the
watch
way
it
through,
again.
it's really, really gripping.
Yeah.
It's, you and again, you know where it's going. But another one that Kevin Spacey was not on any of the advertising or marketing for it. They
It's
wanted
clever,
to keep
isn't
that
it?
secret as
Yeah.
well. So when he finally turns up,
Do you know Bill Murray wasn't on the advertising for
Was he not?
Zombieland? No.
No.
Just want to be a part of the game here.
Very
so,
similar.
yeah.
So
Very
I'm
similar.
assuming we won't talk about it too much then. If you
we don't need to talk about much
No,
more than
no,
that.
no.
If people,
I'd-
anyone that's seen this film knows what I'm talking about, and anyone that's seen this film hopefully will agree. The first time they saw that, if they hadn't had it spoiled for them, you did not see that coming.
Which was
because
easier
of-
to do, by the way, back then, not to spoil it. Whereas
Yes.
these days, it's like everywhere
True,
all the time.
But also, I think it's because of the location of where they are at that point in the film. Like the whole of the
And
rest
it's
of the
sent-
film is
yeah.
raining. Like
And
it's
it's-
raining for the entire rest of the film. They're out in the middle of the
Well, it's
desert in the sun.
sent to them. It's sent out there, isn't it?
But we don't know what's turning up. We
No.
don't know where
But
it's leading.
you
them.
just see a car, right? That's it. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, but I would like to say that even though you find it out, you can definitely watch that film again and again and
Oh
again.
yeah, absolutely, definitely watch it.
Like the whole content.
it's still
of that film.
enjoyable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Although it's a
Enjoyable
twist,
is a
it's
struggling word.
No. You enjoy it for being
Absolutely.
a film. Yeah. I'm not saying you enjoy
Yeah.
the content necessarily all the time.
It's not like Sixth Sense and stuff.
It's one of my top films. I hardly ever watch it. I haven't watched it probably for nearly a decade, I reckon. But
Okay.
it is amazing film.
It is a fantastic film. Yeah.
Right. Well, That was easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't think.
I thought we'd have lots of crossovers because I couldn't really think of.
But I don't
many.
think we all disagree with the unexpected nature, and I wondered if that was the case. But,
True.
Yeah, that was more enjoyable than I thought. Sometimes when we're negative on these things, I worry that we're going to have quite a negative podcast. But I don't. For me, and please tell me if I'm wrong. At Top 5 Films, that I thought that was actually a good range of films of different reasons and all that sort of thing. So, do we have any honourable mentions quickly?
Go on, Dom. You go first.
I don't know if you've seen one of the most recent Godzillas.
No,
with Bryan Cranston.
Brian Cranston goes early.
Yeah, very.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler.
He goes early.
The other one was Born
but that's the opposite. He's in the publisity.
Yes.
Yeah, he's there, and then all of a sudden,
That's the unexpected nature.
And then Born Supremacy. I don't know if you remember that. Where his girlfriend gets sniped.
Oh, from the first film.
I think it's the second one because they get away, and then in the second one, right at the beginning, it's like
she does. You're right.
they look really happy, and they try and get away. And
That's
then all of a sudden,
also a let's just get rid of it. We don't need it for the film, but we don't want to just say she's gone.
Yeah.
But yes, also.
I think there's another one like the others, but it's a slightly different version of Unexpected Death. It's similar to a Sixth Sense vibe.
Yes.
And I think I put Harry Potter, but as in
what, Harry Potter?
No, who dies in Harry Potter? Is that what you mean?
Does he?
Yeah, I'm not saying
we said who.
But obviously that's
Doctor
another
Who
one.
is
That's
not in
another
Harry
one where
Potter.
that's the one where I didn't put it because obviously I knew everyone had told me.
No, I had a
before it
question
even
about
happened.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Could you classify that Harry Potter died or not?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, yes, he does.
He does, yeah, because
Does he?
Yes.
he has to
Has to.
destroy the.
You've not read
Horcrux.
this.
But by definition, he can't then because he comes back to life. You're saying that anybody who
because he
has been
Yeah.
who has I don't
Have you
know.
seen Flatliners? They definitely die in that. They time it and then they come back to life.
But you won't get classified as two lives.
No, I didn't say
So you haven't dead. You're not dead by definition.
You can still die and then come back to life if you've been
Oh, I disagree
resuscitated.
because that's still the same life.
You can be brain dead.
This has gone wrong. Right, that's my honourable mention.
How funny we got all this way before we had to question it. But that was
now we're arguing.
But that was one of my questions on the Harry Potter one.
Okay.
Those are my honourable mentions.
I think he's in like limbo.
Oh no, he has to die. He has to have died.
But then
Otherwise-
you can't have two lives.
Otherwise, it's the
Why can't you?
Well, so you think people
He's
have
also got
multiple
something-
lives?
He's got something to help him.
I'm saying if you've died
Yeah.
because you've died and then someone brings you back to life through medical procedures, then you have been brought back to life. That's what they say. That's the phrase, right? Brought back to life. So therefore you've lost the life. Therefore
Yeah, but that's
you
a
must have died.
phrase. That's not a
You get your life insurance if you pass away for a longer period of time.
and then come back.
Yeah.
How long a period of time? You're
I
telling me
don't
if
know,
I
yeah.
go for a
20
minute,
minutes.
then you get your life insurance?
I think it's less than that. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What? You're telling me that people... Hold on.
If
clause.
it affects you in like if for an example like I know,
Well, you can't
it's a
caveat
really weird
that.
conversation.
I don't think Jeremy's talking about claiming your life insurance.
No,
You're talking about something else.
Are you talking about
That's right.
financial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
But
claim
you
your
can't-
life. You don't claim that you've been dead. You
You
claim
could-
that you're now.
No, that's an early thing. Yeah. Okay.
No, you did. As in like you've gone through. Yeah.
I was about to say you couldn't justify it otherwise, could you? How long were you gone for? Oh no, that's not long enough yet.
But no, it has to be for yeah. Anyway.
Because people would just be like, okay, I'm going to literally go, and then you're going to bring me back.
Do you want to hear my others?
Yeah, please.
While we start arguing
Yeah, go
about
on.
insurance.
Yeah, God.
Okay, so I had I thought this also goes into my guesses for you two. I thought Jeremy might go for A Quiet Place because I know he's seen it, and the
I don't
little
think-
Yeah, the
the
little boy.
little boy that dies right at the beginning. Like you don't expect a little boy to
Oh,
die.
I don't. I hate that.
It's
Yeah.
horrible that as well.
But it's also
With the dad,
unexpected.
yeah.
Having kids, that is
Yeah.
harder. Yeah.
Anyway, there was that one. I had Goose in Top Gun, which I think at the time what I didn't
Yeah,
expect to
okay.
happen. I've had Top Gun before, which I didn't choose it. And the last one I've got is very similar to the bus in Final Destination. In the new Vacation film with Ed Helms, there's a throwback to in Chevy Chase's Vacation
Yeah.
when he flirts with the woman in the car. Do you remember that bit?
Yeah.
So Ed
Oh,
Helms,
yeah, when he
Ed
looks
Helms
across,
does the
yeah.
same with a woman in a car, and then as he's looking at her, she gets hit by a lorry.
Oh my God.
Do we know she dies?
I'm pretty sure she dies. The car explodes. It's a big.
Oh,
big
okay.
explosion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's quite funny though.
That's pretty good. Actually.
Okay.
The one where he hits his chin to Chevy Chase. Isn't that it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
I had Goodfellas, where the guy kills
Billy
Spider.
Corrigan or whatever it is, yeah.
He just shoots him
Oh, right.
because he tells
In
him
the
to
lift.
tells him to go F himself. No, the young boy
Oh.
in the bar who's serving them, and then he tells him where to go. He tells Joe Pesci where to go, and then
And
he
he
just
goes
gets his
and kills
gun
him.
out and kills him.
Oh, right, lovely.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
My Girl, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I thought of that one.
Brooks in Shawshank. That's pretty bad.
That was the one that I thought, because that's the highest rated film on IMDb.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. When again, just see his legs hanging.
Just his feet.
Yeah.
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 Not a questionable one was Me Before You.
Never
not
seen
seen
it.
it.
I understand it. The guy in the wheelchair, right?
He finds love. Yeah, guy in the wheelchair. He finds love, but then we end up going assisted dying. Very
Yes.
topical, but there we go. Yeah, I went for guesses, Matt. I have no idea with these, so I put Drew Barrymore in Scream, but I put too obvious in brackets.
I had
But there
that for
we go.
Dom, but I also thought it was too obvious.
For Dom, I went for. I kept seeing people refer to The Departed.
What
Yeah.
did you just say then? Sorry, I thought you said The Departed. That was Billy Corrigan. Sorry,
Drew
That's what I said.
Barrymore in Scream.
No, for the one of your honourable mentions. That's what you said.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Sorry.
And
He's not
also,
even listening to a
but the two
podcast
of
when he's
you-
in it.
The two of you, I don't know, but Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I've had that.
I wouldn't
I-
say it.
Oh, you've had that. Okay.
I've had that one in my list. Yeah, because that
Okay,
was
there you go.
very
Those are my
stressful.
two guesses.
Fine.
Who did you have for guesses?
Who did I have? I went with some of my guesses for you, so I couldn't think of anything. So I went math. I thought you might go for Dark Knight. I don't know if you had it or not.
I can't remember if I've had it.
I
or
think
not.
you've
It's
had
on
that.
my list.
Yeah.
I'll check my list. Very good.
And sorry, Jem. I went for Deep Blue 6. I had no idea.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a bit light-hearted as well, and
Yeah.
that's probably me. Yeah.
What did you have?
I had Quiet Place for Jem and
Oh, yeah.
Scream for you.
Okay.
Right.
There we go.
Nice.
Well, that's that.
Top
So
five
just
then,
need
yeah?
summaries, please.
You're first.
Oh, I'm first. Yeah, quite right. My number 5 was 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. My number 4 was Zombieland. My number 3 was Pulp Fiction. Number 2, Jojo Rabbit. And number 1, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
And my top 5 was number 5 was Law Abiding Citizen. Number 4 was Avengers Infinity War. Number 3, The Suicide Squad. Number 2, The Dark Knight. And my number 1 was Deep Blue Sea. And math.
My top 5 films with an unexpected death was number 5, Final Destination. Number 4, Never Ending Story. Number 3, Inside Out. Number 2, Hereditary. And number 1, Seven.
I don't know
Nice.
how you can say it without singing it, by the way. The never-ending story.
Yeah.
That's all the time.
It's just Stranger Things. That's what it is.
Yeah, so thank you very much for listening. And if you agree or disagree or can give us something else that we've forgotten about, please get in contact with us at Top 5 Films. That and Matthew will pick it up.
I will.
Yeah, get in touch. Absolutely.
But other than that, we'll see you next week when we'll have Top 5 Films That Extra.
Extra.
No, we do it next week.
Yeah, well
yeah,
done.
don't
Well done,
man,
Matthew.
come
I'm
on.
glad
Ruining
we've
it.
gone with that.
Bye.
Where Matthew's going to quiz us. Not yet. Matthew's going to quiz us. But okay, you can say it now, Dom.
Bye.
Extra. Oh, sorry. Bye.
Bye.